Hey, hey, this is Deeva Gordon from DEU coming back to you. What a phenomenal experience. I had an opportunity to interview with Eli Lou, the twins. Uh, awesome filmmakers. I'm just going to say to you all that the projects that they are working on and described, and especially the one that's coming up, the Film Factory, are absolutely awesome. Uh, it's very rarely that you have an opportunity to do major interaction when it comes to uh, how could I say the filmmaking world. A lot of times we have different panels that we visit. We have different networking opportunities, and then you just walk away with a card, and you may or may not make contact because the person that you got the card from, y'all had a brief conversation, y'all exchanged cards, and then when they call you like a week later, you can't even remember who the person was. And I think what's going on with the Film Factory is that the Film Factory gives you an opportunity to interact and make memorable experiences. For instance, when Eli was talking about the open mic for actors, that open mic can mean so much for so many actors. When you think about it, uh, getting in front of that mic, in front of a room of filmmakers, gives you an opportunity to audition for everybody in the room. I'm not sure if you're processing that. It gives you an audition for everybody in the room. Why wouldn't you want to take that opportunity? Some people are like, oh, I don't want to interact. I don't want to do this. I don't do spoken word. You don't have to do spoken word. But if you have a monologue that you can rip, why not take that opportunity? And if you are very good and excellent at improv, because it may be an improv situation, if you're excellent and really good at improv, then you could go up there and tear that mic down and open up that room for so many different opportunities. Don't just look at it as a networking opportunity. Look at it as a networking opportunity. Look at it as an auditioning opportunity. Look at it as getting an opportunity to put your face in a place where there are so many opportunities available to you with filmmaking, with stage production, you name it. So, while they have the actors open mic, they have a lot of other things that are going on as well. So just make sure that you take an opportunity to check out the Film Factory that's going to be 2700 East Tioga Street. And that's going to be this Saturday, December the 7th at 6:30 p.m. I encourage everybody to go there, that, is in the filmmaking world. A lot of people talk about, oh, there's no opportunities. Oh, people are always hiring their friends. Well, this is your opportunity to get in front of a mic, get in front of a camera, and show them what you're working with. Give yourself that extra push in the industry. You never know who's going to be in that room. Eli and Lou, some phenomenal young ladies that are making a mark in this industry. And well, they have already made marks, and they're continuously making more marks in this industry. And they're providing opportunities and informing so many in Philadelphia. We really, really want to change that crab in the barrel mentality that has been going on for so many years. I try to, how do I say, I try to push and be as open as possible to people that are looking to make a change and looking to do something in this industry. But I can't do it alone. And, today here it is, these young ladies are doing the same thing. They're creating opportunities for people with their entertainment company, and they're informing others, and they're putting out thought-provoking material that, people can do something with and take away from in their lives and do something with. So I'm just saying that this is a phenomenal opportunity. The Film Factory, 2700 East Tioga Street, December the 7th at 6:30 p.m. Make sure that you make it there. And I want to also talk about some new and upcoming things with DEU. DEU has quite a few things that's coming up. We have Witness, film that's coming up. The screenplay that is currently in production. We're in the works. Yay! I'm excited to talk about that. Next weekend is going to be the kick and caboodle to kick everything off. I'm excited about it. Um, it's going to be phenomenal. I have a lot of phenomenal people on board that I know are going to do a phenomenal job. Um, I really enjoyed doing Have You Seen Her? It was a phenomenal film. I really enjoyed that opportunity, but it was also a learning opportunity for me as well. And we're supposed to always do better every time we move forward. And that I'm prayerful that I've learned some things that I can utilize to make this next project um, even better project than the last. And I'm going to be working on Faces of Life web series as well. So make sure that you tune in to DEU Productions LLC page on Facebook, on Instagram, the same DEU Productions LLC. And make sure that you check out our pages on Facebook for Have You Seen Her? For Stage to Screen for Witness Screenplay, and Diva Entertainment Unlimited Productions LLC. I'm always constantly updating information so that you know what is going on with our journey, where we are in the process, and what we're going to be doing next. So I want to also say shout out to Sador Radio, that all of the different radio shows that you can tune into is something going on every single day here at Sador Radio. So make sure that you download the app, and make sure that you also subscribe to Sador Radio LLC so that you can check us out on YouTube, because we have these live screenings to show you what we're doing on YouTube, and you can stay tuned and make sure that you're updated, because I'm just saying it's a lot of people that come through here. We have filmmakers that come through, we have poets that come through, we have directors, producers, writers, musical artists, actors come through, and they may share some information with you. We even have book reads, and we have tea talk, getting your body healthy. We have all of these different shows. The Millspo Show, talking about inspiring our women, not tearing down our women, inspiring our women with Kalia. Yes, yes, yes. That is the Millspo Show, and it comes on every second and fourth Wednesday. So y'all got to make sure that y'all check that show out too. It's a lot of different things that are going on. We have some new things that are going to be coming in January too. And one of the projects that I'm a part of as well is the TV series Intertwine. Yes, Intertwine is going to be coming to blow your mind. I know I talked about it last summer, but I'm just going to say to you all, one of the things that you have to understand about filmmaking, it is a process. I'm just saying, it's a process. Sometimes there's ups, sometimes there's downs, but nonetheless, there's process. There's legal processes that you have to go through. Crossing all of your T's, dotting all of your I's is a must. So yes, TV series Intertwine is going to be going down in 2020. So make sure that you stay tuned, updated, and abreast of what's going to be going on with everything at Sador Radio. We're bringing you information to give you updates on everything. Make sure you check out In the Mix. Listen, these young dudes in the Mix radio show, they are constantly playing new artists, new hip hop artists. And I know some of you are, how do I say that? I'm just going to say of age, not necessarily into it. But some of the jams be real nice. Not everybody is into talking about guns and, talking about degrading females and things like that. There are some songs that are out there that are really cool. So make sure you check out In the Mix show. So this is Diva Gordon with DEU. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on a commercial break. I know my two young ladies just finished leaving, but I'm going to take a little brief break. I'm going to come back with some more information real quick, give you some more promotion. Shout out to quite a few people that we welcomed into the DEU family. Lance Channing is returning to DEU. Lance Channing did Faces of Life web series with us some time ago. Mr. Lance Channing is returning. We have Mr. Nakia Dillard on board. We have quite a few people. And when I come back on the other side, I'm just telling you, I'm hitting heavy. I want this witness film to make a mark. It's very important, and it sends a very important message. So I really need to make a mark. Well, not necessarily make a mark, hit the mark with this film so that the message can be displayed and internalized and understood. We need change. Oh, I'm going to say it again. We need change. We need change in the city of Philadelphia. Our city is crying out. Our children are being hurt. Our children are being murdered in alarming rates in the city of Philadelphia. I know that a lot of people are hurting. And it's not just that family members and friends. It's like you're in a fear. You don't know what's going to happen when your child walks out the front door. I'm going to say a lot of our millennials don't understand the fear that their parents have. But I do. I love God and I have the fear of God. And I trust him that he's going to do what he needs to do in his will. But it still, it hurts. It hurts. I'll just say, my daughter my youngest daughter celebrated her 22nd birthday. And while I enjoyed the fact that, it was her birthday, so 22nd birthday, and shout out to my baby girl, Leisha Unleashed AG on Instagram. She has her own music selections that are out there too. Shout out if you want to check her out. Unleash AG on Instagram. Shout out to Alicia for turning 22 yesterday and purchasing her first vehicle at the age of 22. Her own first vehicle. Let me tell you something. I did not do anything. I didn't have a hand in anything. She, did everything herself and was like, Mom, I'll pick up my new car on such and such. So I'm just saying that was her birthday to herself. And she worked hard. She worked hard and she achieved it. So I'm going to say shout out to her. But the reason why I'm mentioning this is because she wanted to go out to celebrate her birthday. She's 22. I can't stop her from going out to celebrate her birthday. I didn't want to stop her, but it's a certain fear now that we have whenever our children, no matter what the age they are, when they walk out the front door, because you just don't know. Things are just so random and just so crazy, that we're really living in a how could I say, not necessarily a feared state of mind in Philadelphia, but we're, as citizens, we're very concerned. We need to get more concerned with what's going on in our neighborhoods and not so passive and not wanting to be involved in this. Trust me, I understand it's one of the most difficult things. It's not easy, to put yourself out there because you could be putting yourself in harm's way, but we have to figure out, and I've said it before, we have to figure out different ways and different channels to try to reach people. And I'm not even going to say just our youth. I'm going to say to reach people. We have to start taking a look at our resources that we have available, making them more accessible, making them more inviting. I'm just going to say I encountered a young man that 16 and was a runaway. And this young man had, how could I say, he was burnt out with authority. He's never been arrested. no trouble of any kind, but he was kind of like burnt out with authority, with people saying, "Oh, talk to me, trust me, and I'll help you." So I'm just going to say, when we have these different organizations that are put into place to help them, we got to make sure that we employ the right people to help them and not just fill a seat. Because sometimes these, young people, older people, it doesn't matter what age, they're going to these different agencies to sit down and talk to people that are just there to make a paycheck. It's okay to go somewhere to make a paycheck, but when you're put in a position that you're supposed to be of help, there's a certain personality and a certain demeanor that must come along with that, because people won't seek help any longer. And I'm saying all of that to say, and I know we talk about filmmaking over here, but in the industry, but I'm trying to keep it 100 also, as I say, for all of my shows. We need to be more in tune with what's going on in and around us in our city of Philadelphia. It's not just the city, it's on the outskirts of the city, but I'm just going to say in the city of Philadelphia, because it's just unreal that I think it was 11 children, you know, uh, under the age of 18 that were injured, murdered, or killed. Murdered, killed, same thing. Um, Within the past, I think, 2 to 3 weeks. The statistics don't lie, and it might even be a larger number than that, unfortunately. But I'm just saying that we have to figure out how to put people in place that can help other people. You have homeless people that don't want to go into shelters because when they get to the shelters, they're treated like crap and treated like less of a person. So they would rather sleep on the street than be treated, like cattle when they go into a shelter, where they should be able to go into a shelter and get help. And I'm not saying that all people are treated bad and that's why they're out on the street. That's not what I'm saying. Don't take it out of context. What I'm saying is there are certain instances and certain times where the encounter between the person that needs help and the person that's helping is not a great experience. It's a demeaning experience. Therefore, the person that's seeking the help does not want to seek help anymore. So we have to get better with that. We have to employ people in a help position that are really there to help. So that's my point in mentioning that. And I'm talking about what's going on with our city because I live here, and I know back in the day things used to happen. It has not been this, as people would say on the news. I can't believe this happened in our neighborhood. It's usually quiet around here. There's not one neighborhood in the city of Philadelphia that's quiet. I'm just going to say that. There's not one neighborhood, not one city block that's quiet. It may not have as much noise on a regular basis, but there are things that are going on all over, and it's gotten more rampant. Back in the day, in the 80s, the early 90s, there's certain things that you wouldn't do. You just didn't do. Um, I'm going to say, I know it sounds kind of indifferent, but as a young person walking down the street, if the guys were on a corner that were doing what they weren't supposed to do, selling drugs or whatever, if that's what they were doing, you just didn't go by there. But if you did go by there, you kept it moving. They didn't bother you. You didn't bother them. And if they had a beef with each other, they would take it out specifically on each other. And most of the time, stuff like that would happen at night. Now, it's happening during the day. It's not just drug dealers either. It's people that just want to rob, shoot, steal, random things that are going on. So I'm not going to blame it all on the drug dealers, but there's a lot of activity in the drug world that is causing shootouts, that is killing innocent people, even people that are driving by. But at the same time, you have other people that are not getting help and not getting services that they should be getting, and are committing other crimes. And this is happening all day long. Not even, it used to be don't go out at night, like the song used to say, the freaks come out at night. No, it's not happening just at night. It's happening all day long. So it makes it, really difficult for people to just continue with the norm, because you just don't know what's going to happen the next moment. So I'm saying, not to live in fear, but we have to figure out what to do to get people the help that they need, and how we can also decrease the number of youth that are losing their lives senselessly in the city of Philadelphia. The whole moral code of things has just gone out the window. People just act out of pure emotion without regard, and we have to figure out how to channel help towards those people. We have to figure out some kind of way of how we can prevent so much um, crime that's going on in the city of Philadelphia right now. It's just so crazy how we're called the city of brotherly love. Where is the love in the city of brotherly love? And you know what? One of I'm not say co-host, but young lady Dot's Inspirations. She has a show, and I believe it was on yesterday. Forgive me for not knowing the time, but she also is an advocate of talking about brotherly love and where's the love in the city of brotherly love. So, she's forming some things to try to work with the city to try to figure out what we can do um, to advocate peace in the city, and try to get things under control. Because I'm just going to say, sooner or later, people, they're going to start they're going to advocate martial law at some point, like they did in Camden. Camden was like OK Corral, and Philadelphia is turning into just the same. So sooner or later, they're going to infiltrate martial law, and I don't think y'all want that. So we got to figure something out, some way, somehow. So this is Deeva Gordon. This is Deeva Show, and I'm talking about a lot of different things. I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about a lot of different things. I'm talking about the city of brotherly love and what we can do, basically, to put it back together. It's completely out of control. And I'm going to take a little musical break. I was supposed to take that musical break a little while ago, and I didn't. But I'm going to take a musical break. I'm going to talk to y'all on the other side. I'm going to give you some more closing information about DEU, about what's going on with Sador Radio. And those of you that are watching on YouTube, continue to stay clicked on YouTube. Hopefully you subscribe so you'll see me come back. Those of you that are streaming on the radio, make sure that you stay tuned. I got some music for you. And I'm going to come back in a couple of minutes, and we're going to continue talking. All right. This is Deeva Gordon with DEU, with the Deeva Show.